Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some Call of Duty World War II. I've been on YouTube for a very long time. World War II was actually a super fun year for me. I've been making videos for every COD, going from Modern Warfare 3 all the way up now to Call of Duty Vanguard. And in that time, I've made lots of videos and sometimes I have to repeat myself. That's just kind of the nature of the beast, right? If there's something that you like or even dislike about a video game franchise, sometimes one video isn't enough because you make one video, that video then quickly gets buried upon all the other videos that you make as well as the other videos other people are making, and sometimes the message gets lost. And as we slowly make our way towards Modern Warfare 2, it feels like it's dragging on forever because we're not getting any news or any new updates or anything like that. I wanted to reiterate one more time why the headquarters would be such a great feature for that game. From a functionality standpoint, headquarters isn't even necessary, right? Everything in the headquarters can be accessed right here within the World War II menu, but people still go to the headquarters. Why? Because it's freaking awesome. I'm playing Call of Duty World War II on PC on a random Monday when this was filmed, and look how many people are running around here. They don't have to be here. There's no reason for them to be here besides, I suppose, supply drops, which I'll get into that here in a bit, but people go here because they enjoy the social space. And also, once again, from a functionality standpoint, everything in the headquarters can be done in the menu, but all the menu stuff can also be done here in the headquarters. You prestige here. You get your daily challenges from Major Howard. You go talk to the quartermaster and you pick up different contracts to unlock different weapons and different weapon blueprints. You can go and customize your weapons by adding different emblems and things like that. There's a full-on emblem editor here. There are Easter eggs and places for you to go. You can get on top of the map. There's things for you to do. There's a 1v1 pit. It makes so much sense for Modern Warfare 2 to want to have a feature like this. You may be thinking, well, the reason why it was there was because they wanted to push supply drops. And at the end of the day, I do get pretty cynical when it comes to the COD franchise, but I do truly believe that supply drops were a driving, motivating factor for Sledgehammer to actually implement the headquarters. And ever since supply drops went away, we haven't seen anything like a headquarters ever again, and I think the two are definitely connected. I mean, for crying out loud, in the kill feed, it tells you when other people are opening a supply drop. I leveled up by watching people open a supply drop. That's kind of absurd if you think about it. It was definitely a pretty sketchy system, all things considered. But think about where COD has been going over the course of the past couple of years. More and more, just now more than ever. We thought it was crazy back when we had bacon camos we could purchase back in Black Ops 2. Compare that to now, things have gotten crazy when it comes to cosmetics, when it comes to customization, and also when it comes to the shop. What's cool about the headquarters is you can really express yourself because you're in third person. COD is a first person game. At the end of the day, you buy yourself a cool operator skin. Does it matter? No, because you see your hands. Like, that's literally it. And I guess you can see a little bit of what you look like as you fall to the ground when you die. Aside from that, the appearance of your character does not matter whatsoever. But in a game like Call of Duty World War II, it did matter. The outfits that you had actually mattered. You wanted to wear a cool looking outfit. You wanted to make sure your character looked exactly how you wanted your character to look. And so from a business perspective, if you think about like why Activision or why Infinity Ward would take the time to make a headquarters again, I mean, think about the shop sales alone. I mean, they have so many awesome customization things. Unfortunately, you have to buy all of them. All the stuff you can earn is pretty lame, but you have to buy all that stuff. And what better way to kind of incentivize people to want to buy stuff from the shop than actually making it so they can experience the content that they paid for? Like going to some of those brand integrations like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Scream and things like that. Like, those skins are pretty sick. And I think if people bought those skins, they would much rather have it so they can actually see the skin that they're wearing as compared to everyone else seeing the skin that they're wearing. And then, of course, I am a progression guy. I am all about earning stuff in game, and there's a lot of cool stuff back in Call of Duty World War II. We had to really poke the bear at Sledgehammer, which is why reiterating the same topic in videos is not always a bad thing, because we kept poking and poking and poking at Sledgehammer until they eventually gave us Master Prestige rewards, and then eventually we got them. We got the Master Prestige outfits and uniforms and weapon camos and things like that, so there were still things in the game that you could earn and show off in the headquarters as you're running around looking at the different leaderboards for like TDM and domination, and even just overall score in the headquarters right there front and center. As you walk in, you can walk right up to the leaderboards and see who has the most playtime, who has like the highest KD, like all that crazy stuff is all right there. It's such a cool social space, and having in-game rewards for you to earn that you can show off to other players outside of just playing TDM and Dom and whatever. And also, I suppose, making it so the people that want to whale out and buy things from the shop, they can also show off their character and really get a better feel for their in-game player character and get more immersed within the game itself. Because at the end of the day, that's what COD wants, right? Call of Duty, Activision, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, all those people, right? They want player engagement. That's why we have stupid challenges. Like, if you unlock the new SMG, you have to go get like 3 sliding kills in 15 different games. Is that hard to do? No. Is it time consuming? Yes. And that's why they make it so it's time consuming, so you can grind and their player retention numbers look better and they can show that off to shareholders about how engaged and how interested players are. Well, instead of making these arbitrary systems that just force players to engage with the game in a not fun way, something like the headquarters is going to make people engage with the game in a much more fun way. I don't know about you guys, but I sat there just like running around the headquarters all the time, working on my social score, which I think they could revamp that system and make it a lot better. We would hang out in the 1v1 pit. We would do the glitches to get on top, and hell, sometimes just I would find random people to play catch with just for fun. Why not? Call of Duty does not always have to be sweat, 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 grind, 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 MLG, Twitch. Like, we don't need that all the time, right? Sometimes it's fun to go dig around in the headquarters, man, and just chill out and have fun with your friends or have fun with the people that you meet in the headquarters. Because at the end of the day, back in Call of Duty World War II, even though we didn't have to go to the headquarters, people still did because it was fun. It was organic, it was engaging, it was interesting, which are all things that Call of Duty has been losing over the course of the past couple of years. They are forcing engagement with stupid challenges and grindy aspects to the game that really don't add anything besides apathy to the player base, because eventually players just get burned out on just running on a constant treadmill, working towards very mediocre things. That's what's been happening over the course of the past couple of years. So I think the headquarters would be a fantastic feature if they were to return that from Modern Warfare 2. Are they going to do it? I don't imagine, because right now I feel like, no, I suppose it's possible because DMZ is being leaked. We're learning slowly but surely about DMZ. But at the same time, man, why are they focusing so much on a game mode like DMZ when they could put so much less effort into a feature like the headquarters, and that would be enjoyed or at least engaged with by, like, I'm making up numbers, pulling them out of my ass, but like 90% of the player base is going to engage with the headquarters and have fun with it. Whereas DMZ, maybe people try it, but how many people are going to stick with it and play it and utilize that feature all the time? When it comes to resource allocation, like if they were to put all that time and effort into the headquarters as compared to like a new game mode, which may or may not even be good, right? It just makes so much more sense to go with the sure thing. People love the headquarters. I love the headquarters. And you guys know me, I'm nostalgic. I love old stuff like that. And at the time, though, even when Call of Duty World War II was out, even before the headquarters even functioned properly, if you guys remember, when the game first came out, the headquarters had no people in it. It was like a solo experience. You could only go in there, and then you can invite your friends in, but it wasn't like an actual social space because the technology wasn't quite there. I don't know. It took them like a month or so to actually make it so the headquarters worked and you had other players running around within it. But even then, people still wanted to go to the headquarters because you finally, for the first time in COD, engaged with your character, like your actual in-game player character, because how you looked mattered. The gun you chose to have on your back mattered. I had an entire create class called HQ Soldier, and I made that like my default soldier outfit whenever I was in the headquarters. Even though it was a class I wouldn't use, I wanted to make sure I had like that Tommy gun on my back. I wanted to have it with the round drum, and sometimes when the Mosin Nagant came out, I would switch over to the Mosin Nagant. I wanted to have the exact right uniform, the exact right helmet. You know, I had all that stuff set up because I wanted to like how my character looked within the game. And for the first time ever, I felt like I had an identity within the game itself, aside from random American guy or random Russian guy or random Op4 guy, opposing force, or other team, enemy team guy, or my team, your team. You guys remember that? So yeah, the headquarters would be cool. I would definitely like to see that return. And with a 2-year game like Modern Warfare 2, and then the fact that Treyarch's been working on their next game using virtually the same engine, like the headquarters should be a staple feature going forward. Not to mention all the community events, the summer update, the winter update, like all things that Sledgehammer did back in the day for World War II's headquarters. I would love to see something similar in Modern Warfare 2 and Treyarch's next game and every single COD going forward, because honestly, it's a great thing. It's a great feature. It drives player engagement, and from the business perspective, it's going to drive more people to buy stuff from the shop, and also from another engagement perspective, you're much more likely to grind out that dark matter, or you're much more likely to grind out, like, you know, your master prestige, whatever, assuming they even bring back prestige, but your master prestige uniform or things like that, if you could actually see it. and if you could actually engage with that content, other people could see it as well. So yeah, headquarters was awesome. The social space idea for COD needs to come back, and that was the focus of this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Maybe even tweet this video to Infinity Ward and Activision, whatever. Just kind of get word out there, because this is a feature that we all want to have. Like, I doubt very many of you are going to disagree that the headquarters is a bad thing. So I'd love to see it return. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.